economy that has 3 million more unemployed people than it did a year ago, is finding a job right out of college practical? What's the alternative besides your parents' basement? Graduate school.
You know, the state of the economy is such a wild card. It's difficult, it's difficult to say. But I know that for fall '08, we did have a slightly higher number of applications. Fall '09 is going to be interesting.
I didn't want to be a real person yet.
And to go and see and experience, and I just couldn't sit through 2 more years of school.
Here at the Tranquil American University, students spend the waning days of fall soaking up the last of the sun. But there is a dark cloud over their carefree chatter, the inevitable question of, what are you going to be when you grow up? Some choose to push this question a few years in the future by attending graduate school.
Most of our students that attend SOC, the median age is about 24 to 25 years old. So these are folks that have been out for a couple of years. But in terms of applications, we see people start sort of doing the grad school search a little early. So we do see interest from folks that are still in quite a bit of interest actually from folks that are still in their undergrad programs. But in terms of the students that actually attend, they tend to be a year or two out of their undergrad degree.
And do you think it's better to go straight to grad school from undergrad or to have the real world experience when you come into grad school?
I think it really just depends on what your field is. I think there are some fields that sort of support going right into the master's program right from the undergrad.
For me, I think it was a good idea because it let me, since I graduated early, it let me have another couple of years at school. But I also don't have any practical skills in my field, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
People holding master's degrees receive higher pay upon entering the workforce than their bachelor degree counterparts. They also have a leg up in hiring decisions.
I had one interview, my only interview, which was actually kind of scary because they looked at my resume and they said, you're way too qualified for this job, but you can have it if you want it. So I think that helped.
However, master's degrees in the humanities make students more qualified to be a professor than anything else. Students could enter the field and discover they don't enjoy it. It could even make students look overqualified or uninterested in jobs that do not directly pertain to their masters.
Well, I made my decision to apply to the Peace Corps before the economy got as bad as it is now. But I definitely think that the current state of the economy is reinforcing my idea to wait. I think that the job market would probably be much better, and I would have much more skills to give when I return from the Peace Corps.
Ultimately, it depends on what you are seeking your master's in. For some people, going to graduate school would pay off, such as for doctors and lawyers.
It's important to know what it is that you want, because a lot of times folks don't really know what it is that they're looking for, and sometimes that could lead to dissatisfaction in their grad program. So if you sort of think you want to do film, but you're not really sure, then I think it's better to take the time and wait another year and know what it is that you want, rather than starting a program and then halfway through deciding it's not really what you want. And I think that's sort of a difficult situation for everyone that's involved. So I think it's important to know what it is that you're looking for.